497 for the plaintiff. My client stands going to be standing to my left.
Okay.
Hannah Winter.
Okay. Your name?
All
All right. Then where are we on this case?
They're here on defendant's motion, so.
Yes. All right. Go ahead.
Okay, so that served an eviction notice. And the only time I knew about anything as far as being behind in my rent, because I just found something, was this on my door. And this. The only thing I've gotten in the mail for all of March and April. That's it. Have to forgive me. I'm on medication and so I went, the last time we were in court, I had to pay $586.75. I paid that and they wrote it down as a check. I paid it with a money order because Hannah told me, you know, if something bounces, you have to pay with a money order. So I did. They're saying I never paid it. So, I've gone through my court rec, my bank account, and it's not in there because I paid it with money order. But they're saying that there's an NSF on it. It's money order. Anyway, I also paid, I want to see it's on the 2nd. I'm sorry, hold on. 2nd of March. Yeah, 2nd of March, I paid another $1,200. I put it in the box, mailbox, Hannah, outside your office. Do you remember getting that?
Hold on. You can't ask.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Talk to me.
Okay. Anyway, I put that in the box. That is not reflected on this ledger that I was given.
Hey, do you show that that was a money order?
I know I need the receipt, and I ran out.
No, wait, well,
I got two money orders with receipts. So $3,000 has been paid. And it's not reflected on here. And then I guess you read my letter.
I did.
From my doctor. I do have to move.
Pardon?
I do have to move. I have to go into
Okay.
senior community.
Yeah, I understand. So let's try to figure this out.
What I'm requesting is to let me leave. I can't have an eviction on my record. I won't get in. I have to leave. I have to be in a safer community. My daughter's going to move in with me.
All right. So when were you, this is for possession. So when were you thinking about moving?
I can get into the new facilities at White Lake the end of the month. So I was going to give 30 days, but then that would put me in the middle of May.
So you're willing to move by
The end of this month.
all right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So whatever was just indicated by the defendant on the record is not what the basis of her motion was. We already have a writ that has been signed. We just have not effectuated it because the bailiff, we had it scheduled for April 7th, but defendant filed a motion to stay. And, you know, Flynn versus Kernopple judge, there's no reason to extend the writ date, absence and fraud or misconduct. My client did not prevent the defendant from paying on time, did not engage in any type of misconduct or fraud. She has a copy of my ledger that I gave her to review, and I'm not really sure. I'm a little confused as to what she referenced regarding the check versus the money order, because she said that it showed on the ledger that it was paid by check, but then she said that it was a money order, but then she said it wasn't reflected. So I'm not really confused, but nonetheless, the balance pursuant to the previous judgment was not paid. And so we would ask the court to.
So since the time of February, well, March and April, you've not received anything?
No, that is not what I said. May I see the ledger?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
There were payments made, Your Honor, but not enough to satisfy the judgment.
Okay, and that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Right.
How many?
So she made a payment The judgment required her to pay by, I believe it was 27th of February.
Yes.
And by the 27th of February, she paid $1,300 and then another $585.70. And so her balance was $3,000 on the date of the expiration, the rate date.
Got it.
So after that, she made a couple more payments, but now we're at a new balance because March rent and April rent has accrued. And so we're at a balance of $3,754.50. Bennett indicated to me that she paid another payment in cash. That's impossible. Our client does not accept cash.
Right.
So we would ask the court to deny the motion, is saying to allow us to reschedule the bailiff to come out and effectuate the rate, Your Honor. There's no legal basis for the extension of the writ. Although I do appreciate life happens and it's unpredictable, but then my client would be prejudiced if the writ was delayed any further.
You said the amount owed is, at this point, is $3,700.
$54.50, correct. And the writ has already been signed. Any attempt at payment, my client cannot. Right.
Pardon?
My client cannot receive any payments after the signing.
So I'm just trying to figure out, from the time of the judgment to today, how much do you have? Do you have that total amount?
I do, Your Honor. I have, as I indicated, she made a payment after the hearing that was the subject of the judgment. She made a $1,300 payment, then $585.70. And then the $585 was actually returned as insufficient funds. And then she made another $3,000 payment on March 6th. So she made a payment of the $3,000 plus the $1,300. So, but the $3,000 was paid subsequent to the writ date on March 6th.
Right, but she paid $3,000
She made a payment of $3,000 on March 6th, correct?
on March 6th. And I have another $1,480 that she posted that you may not have been aware of, counsel.
I am aware that she did post
Right,
pursuant to this motion that she also filed.
right, okay. So, just ballparking it, if that were released, there's about $2,000 that's owed, right?
So, can you indicate the amount again, Judge?
Pardon?
The amount that's in escrow?
In escrow, I have, just $1,480.
So that would bring her total that would be due and owing today would be $2,274.50. However, she has indicated her desire to vacate and that she has some living disability. I'm sorry, I made a mistake.
Yeah, independent.
Right.
May I say something?
Yes.
Again, I want to correct myself. I did not pay cash. I pulled out cash and got a money order. Not reflected on that. The $586.75, they're saying it was a check and then it bounced. I don't have checks. I get money orders. So I don't know what they did with it.
So you're disputing that you owe, you're saying that you don't owe anything?
No, I do owe. Not that amount.
Okay, so, well, let me ask this. How much do you say you owe?
So 3, okay. 18, I paid $2,700, including that $1,480 with it. So $2,700 has been paid, and I've got the receipt for the money orders at home. I ran out. I've got this right home.
You're saying you paid $1,300.
And then I brought in the $1,450 the other day, or $1,480.
So So there's about 1,000, hold on. There's about 1,000 or about $1,100 difference between what you say. You admit you owe about $1,100 more.
Yes, but I don't know what happened to the 586 money order. It couldn't have bounced. It was a money order. And they charged me $25 for an NSF. That was impossible. And I called management company on it and they're like, no, I don't have checks.
Your Honor, can we swear in my client, because she wants to make a statement with regards to that 585, and I would like the court to take a look at the ledger and how it reflects insufficient funds, but my client, has information regarding the insufficient funds and how they were received originally.
All right, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so on February 27, 2026, as I indicated to the court, there's an amount of $585.70 that's reflected by check that was paid, but then it says NSF. And my client, I would like to ask my client, how was that payment made on February 27, 2026?
That payment was made online through our rent processing website.
So it wasn't by money order?
It wasn't by money order or physical paper check.
Okay, and then can you indicate?
So just let me, on the online, does it really equate to an electronic check to a bank account? Is that?
You can type in your account and routing number to make a payment.
Got it.
Or attach it.
And so that's what actually came back NSF.
That's why it's abbreviated as check.
I got it.
Thank you.
Okay.
So it's my turn, let me know. So I could show where, the day I paid the 586, my social security check had just come in that day. So I had plenty of funds in my account for that money to be withdrawn. There is absolutely no reason why it wasn't.
But I have the 586 now?
Well, they haven't.
Well, obviously they don't.
Well, that's what they're saying. So I don't know, all I know is what I did, and I took out the money because I had to pay that. I did.
Yeah, are you saying that it wasn't paid through their portal or their online payment?
No, because, Hannah told me I could only use money orders to pay my rent. So again, I have the receipt at home. I can produce it. I just ran out with that.
I will know. Department Code did send her a letter indicating that, dated March 5th, indicates that the payment was returned, which is lost.
That's impossible.
What's impossible?
Here's my bank statement.
Okay, but
They never submitted it, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
if they never submitted it,
According to what they're saying.
pardon?
According to what they're saying.
But if they never submitted it, it was an online payment and they never submitted it, and that means you have the money.
Correct. But they charged me $25 for an NSF.
Okay, so if I take $25 off of this, you have the money?
I did. Well, I don't have $1,000. I have like 700 to last me till the end of the month.
Okay, so here's the problem. The problem is that even if I take off to try to get you, because you're going to move in it, to try to get you a little bit further in the month and say, okay, just because they're going to have to try to chase you down for the amount anyway, because they didn't ask for a money judgment. If I said you need to at least pay the difference and maybe I'll look at extending the time, you're telling me that you can't.
Well, not 3,000 because I'm saying I don't know that much.
Okay. Follow me here.
I can prove.
When there was about $1,100, right? Between what you owe, that's undisputed.
Okay, I can go with that.
So can you pay them the $1,100?
I pay them 700 today. And get the rest of them next week or the week after.
It doesn't work
Before
that.
the end of the month.
Well, it doesn't work that way.
Honor, I bring in $1,900 a month.
Ma'am, I understand, but I also understand that they had a judgment. There's a writ that's out there. You didn't come here, and what you're asking me to do is to extend the writ or not allow the writ to go forth. And I don't want, to be absolutely honest with you, I don't want to tell them they can go ahead with the writ without giving you an opportunity to at least get yourself out. I think it saves both parties, quite frankly, a lot of aggravation to do it that way. But in order for me to even consciously do that,
Okay.
I'd have to say, well, you're disputing 1,300, basically. As my math goes, somewhere around that figure. And then this is the amount that's owed. So pay the difference. And then maybe I'll give you more time. But you can't pay the difference.
All of it, 400.
Pardon?
Pay all of it for 400.
Well, and that's part of the problem. Because it's not just 400, because then there's this other amount that I'm kind of just putting to the side that they claim is still owed.
Okay, so for the month of April, right, but they're not gonna accept April payment. They don't want April's rent. She told me I can't pay it. They're trying to evict me.
I know they're trying to evict you.
Right.
I signed the order. I get that. I'm just saying, they weren't going to take it. And I get that. But the thing is that you paid it into the court.
Right.
Okay, there's that money. But then there's another 1,100
Okay.
basic. And then that's when I asked, can you pay the 1,100? You told me no. That 1,100 really constitutes, based upon my rough math, the difference. It sets aside what you're claiming is the disputed amount.
And again, I have my receipts at home, Your Honor.
But it wouldn't matter. I've already sort of said in the scenario I'm going through in my head, I'll just say, okay, you did that. You're still 1,100 off.
I can't get 1,100 out of 700, and when I pay that, I will have no money until I get my next.
Ma'am, I hear you. I understand that, but I also understand that you're staring down the barrel of an order of eviction.
I get that. I get that. But if I get evicted, I won't get to the facility where I need to go.
Ma'am, I'm trying to find a way, and I'm sure that plaintiff would object to me doing it.
I know they will.
All right. And I'm just trying to find a way down the middle to try to, I understand what you have to do. I get it. But I also understand that for me to get you time to be able to do that, they need to be paid. I mean, I hate saying it that bluntly, but that's just the cold-hearted reality. And it certainly isn't as much as they'd want, because they'd want their account zeroed before I did anything. But I'm saying I won't do that, but
What can I do? I guess I need to know.
well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So
Okay.
just so that you understand what I'm trying to do.
I do.
That disputed amount, that 1,100 is not disputed. So what I was going to do was, if you got that 1,100, I'd give you a little bit more time because they need the 1,100. I'd give them the amount that I have in escrow, to buy you a little bit more time. It may not get you to the end of the month, but at least buy you some time. But you're telling me you can't do that. And if you can't do it, then I'm
Well,
done.
I have to get a hold of somebody to get the rest of the money. Get a family member, somebody to give me the rest of the money. I have to go out of here and,
So, Your Honor, my client is graciously offered if the court, they will entertain if the escrow, the amount that's released, the amount of escrow is released to directly to my client, that she pays an additional $400. They're willing to give her additional time, just not to where it extends to May, because then we're looking at another month's rent. So they were willing to give her a couple more weeks up until April 24th. If the amount of escrow is
No, yeah, I should have let you stop me before I finished writing what I was going to do. All right.
is your suggestion better?
No, actually, quite frankly, they are being very gracious.
Yes, they are.
All they want is the 400 and what's in escrow. What I was going to do, I wrote this, it's so pretty too. I said, release escrow to the plaintiff. And I said, if defendant pays $1,100 by the 14th, then a writ may not issue until the 24th. But really the only change in that is that it's instead of $1,100, it's $400.
I can do that right now, today.
Do that, the writ's extended, you said to the 24th, so it's
actually third on the 24th. So
yes, a writ can execute on the 24th. So here's what's going to have to happen, ma'am, so that you understand. They can execute that writ on the 24th.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that you're going to be basically off a week from when your move off. So you got to figure something out, but this will give you time to do that.
Right.
Okay?
So they're going to schedule, they're going to call bailiff and schedule it for the 24th.
They can do that, schedule it for the 24th.
Fair enough.
Okay? Well, way fair. Because
Oh, yeah.
And it-
what wasn't going to be what I was going to do. What I was going to do was fair. That's like racist.
If the 400 is not paid by, well,
Today.
she's going to pay today by before she leaves, or by the end of the business day.
I can, you don't want cash, you want a
But
money order.
they cannot, the policy is they cannot accept cash.
A money order. Yes? Yes.
Oh, no, because those money orders, I don't know where they go. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to get $400, and you got to put $400 into court escrow.
Oh, okay.
All right? So that way I know that it's paid. So you're going to put $400 in escrow, then we'll release everything.
Okay.
All right? Okay. Thank you, folks. I don't know what I wrote in here. I was waiting. What? Town Center. Town Center versus Viola Heights.